My name is Carolina Arbelias, and I will be your nutritional go-to girl with OcalaBread.com.
An avid believer that every horse needs the best nutrition and feeding program possible, Carolina has surrounded herself with horses since birth. Experience riding, coaching, managing barns, grooming, and working directly for corporate feed distributors has paved the way for Carolina to become a passionate equine nutritional consultant. As an equine nutritional consultant with a bachelor's degree in large animal science, Carolina establishes and maintains the best ingredients possible with every recreational or performance feed program. Carolina shares budget-friendly tips on developing a great foundation to keep our equine athletes performing at their peak.
I actually went to Delaware Valley University in Pennsylvania. It's a small private ag business college. My major was large animal science with equestrian studies and business. I've worked in the equine nutrition field for several years, and you'll be spending hopefully lots of time with me coming up, getting some quick tips and nutritional information for your horses. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Star Runner Farm. Thank you for having me on location. Also, a big congratulations for them with Dulciana coming out with her championship win at the Hanoverian Society inspection, as well as Brave Titan out in Monmouth Track with Kaylee Francois on board for her first U.S. win. Welcome to Carolina's Corner and OcalaBread.com. So I know we talked about doing some tips on making your lives easier with your horses. So first thing is, how much do we feed our horses? And well, it just so happens that it goes off of feed tags, which means it goes by weight. So you need to know how much your feed weighs. The simplest way to do it is actually to just grab a scale from the luggage department at Walmart or Target, whatever's easier. If you like to fish, like a very good friend of mine, then you can just use your fishing scale. Make sure you zero it out once you turn it on to accommodate for the weight of the bucket. And remember, so you're doing a 3-quart scoop is what the average is. 3 quarts is 3 quarts of potato chips, weighs very, very differently than 3 quarts of gravel. So this is a pre-measured 3-quart scoop. We've zeroed out our bucket. And you're gonna let your scale settle for a second. If you have a digital one like I do, just make sure you keep on top of the batteries. And you're at 4 pounds. So I know a lot of people feel that 3 quarts is 1 pound per quart. We just disproved that. Maybe we've been overfeeding our horses by a pound every feeding. So that's your first tip in regards to your feed. Since we know that everything goes by weight for your horses, the next thing you want to do is your hay. Hay is loose, it's a mess, it's all over the place. We'll get into the different types of hay way later on because there's a lot to be said about hay. Different hays weigh different amounts as well. Keep that in mind. But the quickest way to do it with your hay is grab your hay nut from your horse trailer. If you use a slow feed hay nut, I really, really like you if you're out there if you do that because it's great for your horse's digestive system. So what you're gonna do is basically fill up your hay nut. Again, zero out your scale. So to note, this is alfalfa, which is normally a lot heavier than a lot of your other hays. So just note to self, right? And so we also know that you should be using 2% of your horse's body weight in hay and forage in general. So on this, you're at about 13.5 pounds of hay. So now you know how much your feed weighs and you know how much your hay weighs, which means you can probably figure out exactly how many calories you're actually giving your horse, which is exactly what you want to be able to do when you're making sure they're in their optimal body condition as well as their workload. Now, we've been working so hard to get our horses looking fantastic and using all of the energy and getting them the right amount of calories, and you're going somewhere where you're going for training or shows or an event, wherever it is you're going, the next thing you want to worry about is your horse going to drink enough. So what you're going to want to do is, little trick, drop some peppermints in his bucket or her bucket. And most of us have these laying around. I can usually find mine in my laundry. But drop it in your bucket. Make sure you use 2 buckets of water. Keep one available with the peppermint, one without the peppermint, until you get your horse acclimated to it, about a week or so before you travel. By the time you go to travel, you should be in both buckets easily, and that way when you get to your destination, if the water tastes different or smells different, your horse will be so used to the peppermint that they hopefully won't be able to tell, and they'll still drink the right amount of water. So those were my 3 tips for this week. Make sure you come back, check back often. I'll have some more information for everybody. And if you have any questions or suggestions, just email me, Carolina@ocalabred.com. And hopefully I'll chat with you soon. See you out and about.